I got a 302 like a couple days ago.
Not really, but it's more like the overall content. I'm afraid I can't.
Reconstruction slash kind of example solve. 'Cause I'm bored. Actually no, not example solve. Loki, don't do anything I do.
He may or may not have pictures of you in neo-Nazi shirts, because I may or may not have been there. Actually, I may or may not have been covered in baby oil. Well, I guess racism wins.
Alright, enough of that. Reconstruction time. Scramble in description, scramble in orientation. UBL, UL, UF, UFR, UFL, same as the last reconstruction if you watched it, like, don't really care. Anyway, first piece is X centers, so here to here to here is just U2, like the same as U2, here to here to here, F setup, so that these two are interchangeable, here to here to here. There's two solutions. I, for some reason, use interchangeably. I should just pick one where it's rotate into the 9 mover where you set up that case, or an 11 mover with an F prime, which is like definitely the worst solution, but it's the one I did in this solve. So whatever. Here to here to here is just an 8 mover. Sorry for bad turning, by the way. I'm looking through the camera because like my POV head camera is dead. Anyway, here to here to here, it's just F prime, so this is insertable. Here to here to here is R wide to set up this interchange. Here to skip this because that would lead to here, which would end the cycle. So here to here to here, DF2, sets up the same case as before. Not a great solution, but whatever. Here to here to here, D prime so that this is insertable into here, and we have this L slice interchange. And finally, this straight piece, which I just appended UFL to, so I did an 8 mover. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 ALGEX centers, which is alright. The average center count is 19, which is like 9.5 per center, which is kind of dumb. So 9 is on the better side of average, but it's not crazy or anything. Now plus centers off of UL, so it's hit this to this to this, which is just simple 8 mover. Here to here to here. R sets up this interchange, and you can insert it into the back to make it a 1 move setup to an 8 mover, but I did a 1 move setup to a 9 mover with inserting in the front. Here to here to here is a 9 mover. It's U. You just insert this into a U2 interchange, but you have to set that up with a U, and you just cancel and do a U at the end. Here to here to here. Similar logic to before. Use L prime makes this interchange, and it's a 9 mover. Here to here to here is another 9 mover. It's U prime, this is insert, cancel. Here to here to here is you rotate up, and it's an 8 mover. Here to here to here, D R slice makes these interchangeable. And finally, here to here to here is the same L slice principle as before, so you just do R2 to set that up, and use the wide move insertion similar to you would do in the front. Anyway, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So 17 ALGEX centers is 2 better than average. It's pretty good. Now into corners, we have UFR to here, and B prime into this D2 interchange. Did I do that correctly? Yeah. Now this to this to this is also not a very good com. Is D2R D prime R prime to twist this piece and make it an 8 mover, and there is a cancel here. Here to here to here is another bad case, but you do UR to make these two U layer interchangeable, and then the UBL is now back here. And the piece that's now in UBL was on RUB, so it's like that. And now it's odd number of corners, so we have midge corner parity. So I just saved this for the end. Now onto midges. Here to here to here is an obvious 8 mover with the M in slice. Here to here to here. RD prime sets these two up, and this to be inserted real nicely. here to here to here is D prime, so that this can now be inserted into the slice interchange here. This is not actually flip buffer because of UFUR swap, so this goes to here, goes here. R2 D prime sets up interchange. Here to here to here. R prime D sets up M2 interchange with these two pieces. And now this is actually flip buffer because UFUR swap, and we just have another flip midge, so you rotate and do the alg. So yeah, that was 6 alg midges and 4 alg corners, which are both exactly average. Now onto wings. From here to here to here, it's just an 8 mover with the L slice interchange. This, again, UFUR swap, that goes here, is here. It's literally the exact same as a midge case we saw. Here to here to here, D prime creates an L slice interchange. I did that backwards. Yeah. Okay, let me do it properly. Here to here to here, you do the interchange first. This to this to here, because you have UFUR swap, is actually a pure com. It's not an 8 mover because the insertion is actually really weird. It's U2 3RW prime U2 3R U2, and then just L2 slice interchange, and it's actually a direct its own inverse, so it's pretty easy to spam. Here to here to here. It's D prime, so this is an interchange, and you insert this, but they cancel, so it's just like D2. I guess also a way of thinking is it's D2 to an L interchange, but it's that, and then D at the end. Here to here to here. D U prime at the same time, because D sets up the interchange, then U prime starts this insertion. Here to here to here is just like mirrored what we had earlier, so it's like that. Here to here to here is a 9 mover where you insert this into the buffer like that. Here to here is buffer, so I cycle break to here because there's a pre-built interchange. It's just that. Oh, actually, I do remember this about solve. On this, I didn't do the last L move because from here we have here to here to here, which is you rotate into an 8 mover, but this is the first move. So I cancelled and was smart about it. And then here to here to here is just analogous to the 3 blind edges case where it's that, or like even the OLL. And then that's 11 alg wings, which is 1 better than average, which takes this to a 38 alg solve, which is 3 better than average, but nowhere near as lucky as the 34 that my previous PB was on. That was so stupid. So this does feel a lot more deserved, especially because it's 11 seconds faster. And then corner parity, which this is kind of a bad case, and I did it bad. In the solve, I just did the 8 mover and the J perm. But I considered that 1 alg is just corner parity. Like, who cares? But it is kind of drowning an alg, and you can do, like, start the 8 mover, creates a J perm, and then cancel. So it's like... what the fuck? Yeah, sorry. What am I doing? Please forget everything I've just tried to do. I don't know an actual life for that case. I would just try to put my thing. Why does that not work? So it's that. So it's up. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, whatever. I don't count as drowning an alg. Whatever. PV single. Yay. 302.